cards. Come fly with me. Learning to Fly from Pink Floyd was a few months back on my playlist, so you must have learned to fly. So now it's time to fly. We've got the Enterprise from Star Trek Beyond on the thumbnail. Yeah, and we're going to shuffle the cards. So I'm ready to go. Some of us will be going 3D, some of us will be going 4D, some of us will be going 5D and higher. Some of us will be going back and forth through the dimensions, helping people out. We all have our own assignment and our own mission. So if you have weird thoughts or you think this is weird, well, like I said, just wait and watch. Everything's going to be unfolding and it will be new. Now remember what the word new means. New means you don't know what it is. You've never, ever had it before. New car, new house, new job, anything, new shirt. You've never had it before, so you don't know. You might have an idea, but you don't know. It reminds me of the 12 steps. We have something called the promises. And one of the promises says, you'll know a new freedom and a new happiness. Well, new. I never would have imagined my life without drugs and alcohol. Could never imagine it. I thought it would be boring. Go to the store and buy milk, right? Well, guess what? It's not boring. It's the best thing I ever done was get sober, October 8th, 1995. Okay, St. Michael says, you're guarded and protected. You've been getting that a lot lately. Guarded and protected. You have a decision coming, just like the thumbnail, come fly with me. There's a decision. Do you want to come fly with me, or do you want to stay in the matrix? Okay, so there's a decision that's going to be having to be made. And for them that are on live, hello. Okay, 5 of Pentacles. Right now, if you can see the picture, if you're not driving, you're just kind of with your head between your legs there, and you're just kind of in that waiting stage. It's kind of like, yes, I want to come fly, but no, it's not time yet. Okay. So we'll pick a few more cards. Into the Valley of Darkness. Okay, that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to go backwards. So this is just a warning of the energy saying that we're in a waiting period. You're guarded, you're protected. You're going to have a decision that you're going to have to make, but don't go backwards. You've come too far to go backwards. Okay? It says there's angelic frequencies all around you. So once again, it's going right back to guarded and protected. All right? It has to do with self-respect and knowing that you've come this far. So don't go backwards because there's a favorable outcome. All right? So it's kind of like if you were playing football and you're on the 1 yard line and it's like, you know, you won. You know it. The game cannot be won by the other guys. And you just sit down on the 1 yard line and say, I quit. Well, that would be probably unheard of, wouldn't it? So don't do that. St. Michael saying to make a commitment and detach from any situation that is not for you. Okay, so you're at a job that is unhealthy or you don't like it. There's a spouse or a partnership or a friendship that you don't like. disconnect, okay? When he says detach from the situation, he means it, okay? So he'd like me to read a little bit about that just for a minute, because somebody is not detaching. And when you don't detach, it will bring a tower into your life until you detach. So it's better just to do it. Okay, you've become embroiled in a situation. I like how it says embroiled. I said embroiled. You've been embroiled in a situation to the point where you can't see it objectively. And that's just the energy I was getting. I was getting the energy that you're not leaving it. You're not seeing it objectively. So therefore, something's going to happen to make you see it. Another example. You're in a house that you were supposed to leave a long time ago, and you just won't do it. You just won't leave that house. So what happens is when the tornado comes to town, your house gets gone. Okay? Now that's an extreme example, but it is a true one. It does happen, and it's what I'm trying to say. You're not going to listen, you're not going to do it, then the universe will take care of it for you. And it could be anything. It could be an addiction that you will not give up. Oh no, I'm going to quit drinking. Okay, so you get a drunk driving. I haven't had a drunk driving since 1995 because why? I don't drink. Okay, so if you're going to drink and you're going to drive, then you get a drunk driving. Okay, so those are the examples of the energy. This card indicates that it's time to step back and obtain a bigger view of the picture. That's what I just did for you. I gave you some examples of a big picture of what can happen if we don't listen. Okay? Archangel Michael says that he's asking you to detach from the surrounding emotions, and then he'll help you do it. Now that's pretty cool. That's that guarded and protected, and that's St. Michael saying detach from the situation, and he says that it's a favorable outcome because you need more self-respect. Remember? Okay, so he's saying to detach from the emotional part of it. Oh, I'm going to feel so bad if I do this, or she's going to feel so bad, or this is going to feel so bad if I do this. And that's the emotions that we got to get rid of, okay? It says he'll help you do it. Michael will also guide you in depersonalizing the experience. Again, exactly what I just said. I can't do this because I'll hurt them, or this will happen. Okay, he's going to help you depersonalize it so you don't take offense to others' behaviors. Exactly what I just said. This will prevent you from reacting defensively. Instead, your actions will stem from love and wisdom. And see, that's the whole point. People don't want to do things because of emotions. So give yourself permission to take a time out away from the people involved. You don't need to know the solution right now, as the angels are taking care of the details. Everything I just said. What's important to you is to access a sense of inner peace, a feeling that will lead to new and helpful insights. Don't take on other people's arguments. Let them work things out for themselves. So once again, you say, well, I can't leave because this person will be devastated. I can't leave because of my children. Okay? These are the things that we're supposed to let them work out for themselves. You leave and then you let them work out their assignment for themselves. Very important. That's just coming through majorly. Be compassionate without carrying someone else's burden. Just what we said. Ask Archangel Michael to clear your energy. It's time to leave an unhealthy situation or relationship. So everything I was feeling, he just backed up by his book and he said to read it. So I don't normally read every page, but card, but detach from the situation. So you may be saying, well, that's not me. I don't have nothing to detach from. Well, guess what? It is you. Okay? It could be just your thinking. It could be an addiction. It can be a house, a job, a person. If you're saying right now that you have nothing that you can detach from, then there is something that you don't know what it is, and you're going to have to go to St. Michael and ask him. Okay? It's that simple. Okay, under the decision that you're going to have to make, remember that we said we had a decision to make. Then we got on to all this about St. Michael, right? So it's leading right up to it. Here's the Six of Pentacles. Okay, that's the smoking gun in this deck. Now, what that's saying is that it's a situation that requires action. And once the action is done, and the strategy, right? The smoking gun, you can feel relaxed. Okay, it's a 180 too. It's a wheel of fortune. It's a complete turn of the wheel. So if it's a job, you go in and you quit. If it's a relationship, you leave. If you're one of them that are sitting on the fence with some kind of a decision, reminds me of this Two of Swords card. See how she's just kind of sitting there on a fence, it looks like. Now is the time to get off it. The Wheel of Fortune, a complete change. Complete change. And it's all centered in love. Okay, so once again, it's all about the King of Cups. What is it that you have to do that will make more love for the universe, for you, for everybody? Okay, it's going to be different for everybody, but it's really strong. Now, St. Michael's saying that you do need to shield yourself and take time making the decision, but it's not like one of them, take your time, figure it all out, because you've been doing that. You pretty much know the options, the Two of Swords. You pretty much know, okay, I've rattled this around in my head, and I'm just going to do nothing at the moment, right? When we don't know what to do, we do nothing. Well, now it's time to make the decision, but you still have to shield yourself and take time. So you wouldn't go into work with a shotgun and blow up the whole place because you're pissed off at that job and those people. But you could go in nicely and give a 2-week notice, okay? Or you could go in nicely and hand in your resignation. That's the kind of energy here with shielding yourself and taking time to make the decision. Do it right. You know, don't do it out of haste because, oh, St. Michael told me to leave an unhealthy situation, so I'm throwing all my stuff in my suitcase and goodbye. No, you already have the plan in your head of what you wanted to do and how you wanted to do it. Okay, so now you need to just shield yourself and do it, but do it right. Okay, so you do it, you take your time doing it, you don't do it hastily. That's the kind of energy. Not take your time as in don't make any plans and don't do anything for 6 months. Okay, no, the time is now. Make a commitment. Okay, now is the time. It's just do it nicely and shield yourself. Okay, so in case you did this and you did it nicely and you have it figured out and you're doing it and that person is not doing it right? Well, that's where I'm saying to shield yourself. You don't want to go home to an abusive partner and be slowly packing and that person find out and hurt you, right? So whatever the situation is, I realize it could be really intense for some and not too intense for others. It's time to do it, but take your time and do it correctly. Okay? Now, with the being bored or your hand, your head and your knees there, the Five of Pentacles, we got the Ace of Swords. So it's all about truth. It's still yes, but I'm drawn to the light coming out of the head. It's about truth. Okay? I can't stay in this situation any longer because it's unhealthy for my assignment. Okay? When that happened, when I made that decision, the universe just took everything out of my path. Okay? Honest to God. When I just said, I can't do this mission with all these unhealthy people, places, and things in my way. Well, the universe stepped in and cleared my path, but I had to shield myself, take my time, know that I was guarded and protected, and not act hastily. And then the bottom line of it is not get in the Five of Pentacles mode and say, woe is me, everybody's gone. My mission partner was taken, all my family was taken, all my friends were taken. I do everything now on Zoom. So I have another whole family, but it's virtual. So he took out all the physical and put me into a virtual reality. Okay, so I went from the Matrix to AI to 5D and higher. And as the picture is on the thumbnail with the spaceship, that's where I live mostly now. I come back to 4D and do what I have to do, but we're not going lower, we're going higher. So the less I can come here, the better. But right now, it's full-time virtual. So how did all that happen? Because when I got to the point where this energy is for you, and it says it's time to leave an unhealthy situation, it's time for me to get grounded in my assignment, then the universe opens up the path for you. It might not be what you expect, though. I surely didn't expect everyone to be gone physically, me to be doing everything virtually, and me to be liking and living mostly 5D and higher. Okay? So, hope that made sense. What we need to get rid of is the Seven of Swords energy. The Seven of Swords energy is an energy where everything around us is deceptive. Okay, and that's what I said to the universe. I said, I can't keep waking up every day with all this deception around me. I need to focus on my assignment, and I can't keep living 1 foot in this shit hole and 1 foot in this let's get out of this shithole, because I'm just like in the middle being like quicksand. Okay, that was yesterday's video. Okay, so he had to take everybody out of my path, put me on a platform so that I could do things this way. Okay, get rid of the lies. So now the lies can still be around me, but they're virtual because I'm way past that now. I can be here and I can see everything. And it's not living in the shit anymore. It's rose above, okay? All right, so the Hierophant is the card that comes out next, and that's just what I was talking about when I said, okay, see him down here, see up here the light, okay, this is us on 4D, and we're spiritual warriors. This is up here being able to see everything. So everything I just said backed up by this card. It's a Hierophant energy. You still have to come down here, okay? And as he's sitting, okay, you see that card there? He's not sitting like his head in his hands. He's laughing. Why is he laughing? Because he sees right through all the bullshit. He might be down here now. He's not in the shit no more. He's above the shit, right? Right up here he is. But when he comes here to do his work, because we have to finish out our assignment, he's the Hierophant power. because he sees through everything. And he laughs, like the shining radiation of the light shining on me right now. That's the kind of power that's going on. We had the light coming from her head, the light above the staircase. So everything I just said. So now we're going to go back to the warning because everything's just repeating itself. We have to have strength. Okay? She's got my top on, or I got her top on, and I'm going to be out in 100-degree heat today. I'm going to be giving the plants a haircut, but I want you to see her face is like a lion and a regular person. So we have to have strength. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but it's like a lion and then a regular face and the same shirt. We have to still live in this 4D realm right now. So I'm going to go give the plants a haircut. If I had my choice, I would leave them just grow. But where I live, most people put poison on them, and I don't do that. So I have to go out there and give them a haircut so I don't get in trouble with the HOA. These are the things that I have to live in that I don't like. I want to live where I can let the weeds grow, I can let the dandelions grow, I can let everything just be themselves. So I'm hoping that if I have to stay in 4D, I can move. But if I can't move, I have to live here, right? I have to do the things that I have to do. And I'm not going to poison my plants. They call them weeds. I don't. Okay? So we have to have strength. We have to have strength. We don't want to fall into that valley of darkness. Okay? We're still waiting for the Emperor and the Hierophant. And I almost said Hermit because the Emperor and the Hierophant seem to still be in Hermit mode and they're still not ready to connect. Some of you have connected. Some of you are still waiting. And if you're still waiting, this is the next tier, the Emperor, and this is divinely guided. So everything is just being divinely guided. And the Emperor card, okay. And then we also have divine perspective. So the warning is not to fall into the valley of darkness, but to stay in divine perspective. The divine perspective of getting your mission partner and finishing the job. If we don't get a mission partner, we finish the job and we get our partner later. Everybody, again, is going to be different. Some of you are not manifesting a mission partner. Some of you don't want one. Okay, fine. That don't mean that the energy is wrong. It doesn't mean that my video is wrong. It means that you're just manifesting your next level, okay? Some of us want a partner to finish this, okay? And some of us already have one, and we're just fine, okay? So where are you? It doesn't matter. It's the Emperor energy with divine guidance, okay? Guidance and perspective. Now, there's a difference between guidance and perspective. One is you're being guided, and the other is you have to realize it. Now we're going right back full circle. So we're going to be ending this with guarded and protected. Okay, so thank you guys for listening.